I totally recorded him do that too.
Did you? Are we on then?
Welcome
Yeah.
to the Bonsai
Okay.
Movie Crew.
Hi, welcome to the Bonsai Movie Crew, and I am your host, I guess, for this evening for the 100th episode. I'm incredibly awkward doing this.
You are extremely awkward.
Welcome to our 100th episode and all that. So, welcome to our movie night.
Round of applause for Karen. Everybody. She did great.
Fucking no.
All right. Welcome back. Karen already said it's our 100th episode. So we told you what we were going to do. We're going to do a watch of our first episode, which was A House on Haunted Hill from 1959, right?
Correct.
1959.
I'm looking at my original notes from that very first episode.
Yep. She still got it. That's the original book, isn't it?
Yep, that was
Don't
my
say anything,
very
'cause
first
I haven't
book.
seen it yet.
Yeah,
I didn't give
Jeremiah and
anything
Eric
away.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this
so.
is their first watch.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. This is something different. Like I said, I'm not going to do an audio version of it. I mean, I could, but we could.
I guess you could.
I mean,
but
I could always post it, and if people want to listen to it, they can.
you could, yeah.
I'm not going to listen to it. I'd rather watch it.
Yeah, it'd be a weird listen.
It would, yeah.
This is definitely a visual
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
kind of media.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, 100th episode. Thank you all for sticking around with us and supporting us and all that. Like I said last week, you guys are the rock that we stand on and
For
why we do it. So
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into our movie here and enjoy ourselves.
Let's
Feel
hear
free
the
to watch it with
screams.
us or
The weird mounds.
yeah, the weird moves.
They had to watch the intro a few times while we set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really surprised I haven't seen this.
Ira.
Take the leg.
That's a good way to enter a movie, though, with like some screams and shit. Just throw some screams at you, and then some loud moaning.
Well, I like. There's
Either
no
that's really
theme-
good sex or a horror movie.
But there's no theme music at all. It's just screaming. You will see that shit nowadays. You know?
So now it's an orgy, right?
Yeah. Now it definitely is. Is Evolution in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I'm definitely here for that fucking movie because if not, I'm pissed.
Oh, there he is.
The
The
floating
ghosts are
head.
moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself?
Please do.
I'm Watson Pritchard.
What?
In
Maybe
just a minute,
join.
I'll show
The
you the
ghosts are
only
hungry.
really haunted house in the
I
world.
don't think that's a thing, but whatever.
Since it was
Have you ever
built a
seen
century
Casper?
ago,
It just
7
goes right
people,
through.
including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house.
You own
I've
a
only
house?
spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning,
It's pretty
I was
expensive.
almost dead.
Why did he just hold his mouth open?
Why's he got a floating head?
Is that how you? I mean,
Everybody has a floating head in this movie. Haven't you
Vincent
seen
Price has a
Duh.
floating head now.
I've never
Frederick
seen it.
Lauren.
But this is
And
a
I've rented
thing.
the house on
You've never
Haunted
seen this
Hill
before.
tonight
It's
so
a
that my wife
common
can
thing
give
in
a
movies in the
party.
50s.
A haunted house party.
A haunted house party.
She's so amusing.
Can't you tell
That's
how
all.
fancy he is by the mustache?
Fuck yeah.
Ghosts, And
Face
perhaps
man.
even a few murders. Your
Am I
own
the only one
empire.
that looks at that house and goes,
If
that
any of you
that
will
doesn't
spend
even
the
look like a
next 12
house?
hours in this
No, it
house,
doesn't
I'll
look like a
give
house.
you $10,000.
Yeah,
it
it
looks
looks like a
it looks
ho-
like
it
a
looks-
house. It
Only
looks like
an
something you
extra
build in
kid in case
Minecraft.
you
A
don't
fortress,
No, it's a damn
Ah,
hospital.
there are
fort,
other guests.
a
What,
hospital.
the remake? Didn't the remake? That look
The
like
remake
a
was in an
fucking-
asylum.
Yeah, it was an asylum.
It
It
looked like
was
a
my wife's
skyscraper.
idea to have our
Yeah, it looked like a
Kinda,
sky. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
She's so amusing.
Yeah, no, that was
Her
an
sense of
asylum
humor is,
because,
shall we say, original.
Jeffrey Combs.
I dreamed up the
Yeah, he
house.
played the doctor.
It's empty now, but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill.
A good movie.
Who knows?
Okay.
I paid good money to see this.
I paid really good money to see this
Test pilot.
movie that's out in
No
public
doubt a
domain.
brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I
Probably.
happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him if he's
$10,000.
brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth
That was a lot of
Bridges.
money back then.
You've no doubt read her column in the newspapers.
Nowadays,
She
it's a
says
lot
her
of money
reason
to
for
owe,
coming
not
to
very
the
much to
party is
have.
to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles.
Everybody
You've
is in
already
the
met
50s,
Watson.
apparently.
I do like that they
A man
introduce
living in
all
more
these
of a
guys
desperate for money
house, and yet
nowadays.
he's
one at a
risking
time
his
to
life
kind of give you
spend
like
another
a
night
quick
here.
character
I wonder
over,
why.
like an over.
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean?
a little-
Hey, this is this guy. This is this guy. Just so you already. It's just
Instead
an
of
easy
doing
way.
those cheap gimmicks like they use in certain
claims
horror
that
movies,
my
you know, like the
ghost
guy
helped his work
escaped
on
from the
stereo.
asylum, and how they do it is some kind of
Don't you
news
see a
brief. You're
little
like,
Yeah.
oh,
touch of greed
look,
there?
Just so
we
you
interrupt
know who
this.
you're. Yeah.
We interrupt this broadcast to
It kind
give
of,
you this.
yeah, and it gets rid of all the character development.
Yeah.
You can be like, hey, this is this guy, this is this
I
guy.
picked
He's
her
a
from the
gambler.
thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty?
Yeah.
I think the real reason you got her
Party's
involved was because
starting now.
isn't she pretty?
Isn't
And
she
you have
pretty?
until midnight to find
She
the
looks like a
house.
I plan to
9-year-old.
have sex with her and then eat her.
She
Question.
looked like a
How-
child.
How long is that winding road?
Vincent
Long enough
Price
for him
has
to get
one
the
of those
character
voices. You're like,
development.
he wants to eat someone. Like, yeah, that looks like a house you'd build in Minecraft for sure. That's a Minecraft house. It's just a bunch of blocks.
And you just got a couple people walking.
So this is a famous house, right? Built by
Yeah.
a famous architect or something like that.
Yeah,
in
it was.
whatever city it was, and it overlooks
So which one's Colonel Mustard?
that guy right there with the tie for
Okay.
sure. Nothing about the outside of this house is haunting.
Oh.
Other than the
10,000 in a day would be $122,950.
Yeah, I think we had to,
I mean, other than the closing gate by itself.
but that was probably electric or automatic.
I mean, in the 50s.
With this house, yeah. They call it a haunted house, and like it's so old, but it doesn't look old at all. It looks very modern.
I mean, I'm sure it was pretty modern.
I can't find it. I swear I put that in trivia because it is a famous house.
I thought you did put it in trivia. Yeah, see, look, it overlooks the city.
Oh, there it is. The exterior of the house is the Ennis Brown House in LA. It is a Frank Lloyd Wright house built in 1924 and is listed in the National Register of Historic Places.
1924. So by the time this was filmed, it was only like what, 35 years old. Yeah.
They're pretty modern.
But that was only the exterior of the house. The interior was a studio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is stupid though. Like, why would
That's
you use
because
the
I even made
exterior?
that comment.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
this
we talked
movie,
about
the
that.
house
yeah.
doesn't look anything like it should look on the inside.
No, yeah, that's it. Because
The inside looks very old and
it's
dingy.
it's a stupid like interior exterior. It's almost shocking.
Yeah.
It's sort of set up like that loaded weapon scene where he's living in like an airstream, and then you walk in and it's like this huge palace.
Yeah. See, like this is a completely different aesthetic on the inside than from the outside. I don't even know why they would even choose to use a home like that. Why
Yeah,
would
the
they just go
angles
find?
don't even match. Like that wall shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like
Where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house
Stairs
are
kind
right
of
over
remind me of
here.
that old.
That guy's so
Are we all
depressing.
strangers to each other?
I used to watch.
Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Oh, they're already
It's
like
Frederick
eyeballing
Lauren,
each
a
other.
friend
Like,
of yours.
wonder how big his dick
well,
is.
there's your obvious setup right
I
there.
work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No.
Everybody else has like a full-on 3
Yeah.
or so.
He's
4
like,
seconds.
no.
House were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
About to have five.
$50,000 party for only 5
And she's looking at it like, I'm gonna fuck that
Yeah, I'm
guy.
about to be the fifth.
Yeah.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Oh God. The door shut.
Not the slamming
Close the
door.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been.
That's why the chandelier is moved.
I thought it felt a bit drafty.
This thing's made of solid steel.
It didn't shut like it. It didn't sound like it whenever it shut. Oh, whatever. You didn't know that was gonna fall.
Unless he was in on it. Dun dun dun.
With the candles.
Oh, he looks incredibly worried.
Yes, yes.
He looked so worried at the top of the steps, but by the time he turned the corner, he didn't have that. Yes, yes.
They're falling right into my plan. Yeah.
Annabelle.
Yeah.
Our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place clean?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend the night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting
Well, you
each
sound like a
guest.
hoe.
I wanted
You're probably
the
trying to
right
fuck all
section.
of his friends.
From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They
I
all
feel like
need
Vincent
money.
Price is looking right into our souls right
That's
now.
why
Well,
you're
let's see if
wife
I can
number
get enough
4.
to earn it.
And you call this a party?
You know who she looks
Could
like?
be.
That girl from Game of Thrones.
Which one?
The one who plays Sansa.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
The
Never
redhead.
No, she doesn't.
I think she does.
Would you guarantee that?
That's who she looks like. The nose,
That
the
isn't
square
funny,
face.
Frederick.
That's who
Make
she
a
looks
good
like.
headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork.
If you can do it, I'll give you $50.
Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
You can tell they love each other.
Oh, the same dynamic played out in the remake.
Oh, for sure. Oh, way worse, though. Like, their relationship
Oh,
was
for
terrible.
sure. But this was the 50s version
Yeah,
of that.
they-
My wives
yeah.
are the least agreeable.
If they could have gotten away with it, there would have been a lot of the same.
Could you go away for $1 million and tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all.
Whatever.
If jealousy isn't tax-free, your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days,
Think so?
if I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes.
What a great relationship they have. Remember that time you poisoned me? Yeah, you remember that time you stabbed me?
You'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
That you
Something
did it
about you.
once already.
I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. And don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
Relationship goals.
Yeah, shit, dude.
Oh, shit. Just a random knife
This is what
hit
she
him in the lung.
used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house. In places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have
Weird
never been
fucking
found.
place to keep a knife.
Hands and feet and things like that.
And a weird
No hands.
dialogue just out of nowhere.
Not to mention, he knew exactly where it was.
With a knife, and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
That might be one of the most hilarious scenes I've ever
Good
seen.
evening.
I'm your host.
He just
Frederick
comes in
Lawrence.
spouting some shit. And
You're
everybody
out
around,
with this knife right here.
and everybody around him is just like, the fuck
What
is
is wrong with you,
I
man?
advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of.
I really hate her hair.
The only door to the outside locks like a vault.
It is ugly as fuck,
No
man.
electricity.
I know it's
It's
a
a weird
time,
thing, like,
like all
I
the
hate
dudes'
your
hair and everything, they're fine.
So, no
But,
way
like,
to call for help.
Because dudes don't really change their hair over the
Like a
years.
coffin.
At least not much anyway. But like women, dude, their hairstyles change
So, if any of you
Drax-
decide
drastically
not to stay
so
for the
much,
party,
and it's
you
so
must let me
dumb.
know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reason.
Doing my
for
hair like
this,
Vincent Price.
from now on.
party.
I wish I could if I had hair.
Aside from pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Richard's face
Music.
after he said
Ghosts,
that.
etc. Being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
His potty?
Well, Pritchard here promises us
Does he gotta go
genuine
potty?
Yeah.
Well, just go,
7
man. Well,
now.
you gotta have it. You have it. He's having trouble.
Maybe more
It should be
before morning.
successful.
That's cheerful.
He hasn't
Four
been,
men have been
he
murdered.
hasn't been
in this
cheerful at
house,
all yet. This whole movie.
And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, it goes for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
Tell us about the ghosts that have happened in
If you
like,
think
how many
about it,
people
women's
died
hair
in each
really
room.
didn't change. I mean, the people that were in that day of time,
See that stain?
your grandparents,
Blood.
still have that hair.
A young girl was killed here.
Hmm.
And whatever got her wasn't
You know
you.
what I mean?
Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
Oh no, motor oil.
So much blood too. And she just holds her hand there the whole time, like, ew.
I'll get it, don't worry.
I don't want it to stain the carpet.
Too late. They've marked you.
They've marked you.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
Hope it doesn't come back.
What the fuck?
Damn, dude. Vincent Price with the burn, dude.
Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
So there's only 7 rooms. Not a very big mansion, is it?
No.
And wait, 2 of them died in the same room, so 5? It's a really tiny mansion. I have more rooms in
Now
my
this
house.
room right here drives me
Who
fucking
didn't die
nuts.
here? He
Why?
was
Just how tall the ceilings are. Why are they so tall?
Well,
Because this is
you
supposed
saw
to be
the
some kind
outside of the
cellar,
house.
isn't it?
This matches the outside of the house. This is the only part of the place
Look,
that
you see them
matches.
two block in the back there?
So he filled it
Like,
back
that's the
with
only
acid.
thing about this house that matches the
Threw her in.
outside.
She was supposed to stay down. But the bones came up. It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different. God, she didn't fall in.
Why do I feel like he tried to push her in?
Oh, he did. He
Look out!
grabbed her.
Like he like pushed her like, look out! Look, I'm the hero now.
She'll definitely sleep with me now. Ugh.
Still acid.
Yum.
Destroys everything with hair and flesh.
All but milk.
Just leaves the bones.
That's convincing.
For 1959, I bet it was.
Ryan, dry and dusty
It's
down
real.
here.
Well, there's a A cure for that upstairs.
That's a cure for that upstairs.
Not perturbed by that at all.
Oh, he's trying to get his noodle wet already.
How'd you get invited to this party?
Hey, Mama.
None of your business.
No, please. I won't rape you, I promise.
I mean, what did he tell you?
He told me there'd be a handsome man here.
Mr. Lawrence
Obviously, he
said
lied.
everybody would get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made a deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can
Oh my
spook
God, you know who
yourself.
she looks like?
I've done it in planes.
Faith.
See things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
Nobody knows who,
What do you mean if
who she is, but
No,
pay
she
us to
does
stay?
though.
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a
Yeah,
nickel to us.
yeah.
we were in an automobile
She looks
accident?
exactly like her,
Now I'm
actually.
the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors.
You're thinking it, aren't you?
But I was thinking about in,
Closet?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Another door. Another door. When he said I'd never seen so many doors.
Wait, is this the scene?
I think so.
No, it ain't yet, is it?
Bottles.
I think so.
You guys are about to get a kick out of this.
Does it go anywhere? Lance! Lance!
Yeah, it is.
You should have just held on to the door. Oh, it is the scene, isn't it? Oh my God. No. Why does she walk backwards though? I don't understand.
He explains it all. Give him a minute.
No, he doesn't
Yes, he
explain
does.
why she walks
Shut
backwards.
up. You're giving it all away. Shut up.
It's almost like she
Vincent
went
Price
to,
explains
like
it
she went to
all.
enter the room like, ooh, somebody farted in there. I'm gonna back up from that. She just leaves his ass in the basement like, dude,
Fuck that
peace
guy.
out, you're on your own.
I mean, honestly, wouldn't you too? Like something like shit like
No,
that.
at least she said he's trapped in the basement and there's a ghost. She didn't,
Yeah.
I know he gets up very slowly, like this shit again.
Do I gotta do this?
We'll have to break it down and stop.
What?
That lit really easily.
Oh yeah, that lit up the room very
Yeah, that little
quickly.
candle lit the whole room.
You all right?
Nothing that money won't cure.
Somebody put ketchup on my forehead.
Just above my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you?
Ah!
Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder
wouldn't
why
you?
they didn't kill him.
Would you?
Who? He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
That guy is the world's best actor, man. Good God.
I think he's the best actor in this movie.
Nora,
I don't know. I think
you
Vincent
came
Price
in, you
does a
said
pretty good
something about
job
a
of playing
ghost.
sarcasm.
There was something.
what did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
You mean a dress?
Weren't you a
Or
little frightened
gown?
at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
But then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
No, that's
You better get that checked in a day or so. Thanks, Doc.
Why is it back in the 50s and that, in the 60s? They always called him just, hey, thanks, Doc. Doc. Never doctor or doctor of whatever their name is.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Lauren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Was the doctor
Before the
on
night's over, you will,
hand?
too.
Because it seemed like they
Would
went
you like
to
a
the
drink,
room
lad?
and came back
No,
and
thanks.
those dudes
I'd
getting
like one.
patched
Dr.
up.
Ann.
Like, nobody called him.
He was the doctor.
He was the doctor. The doctor.
There's a
was-
doctor there.
Yeah, the older fella that came in with the group of people was
Are
the
you
doctor.
really going to pay anyone who stays all
Dr.
night?
Bloom.
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
You in a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, this is the scene, isn't it?
Well, the second one. We have
Yeah.
a lead up.
This is the better one.
Oh, yeah.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Sound different to you?
You found it.
Yes.
You found the entrance. Now kick it open.
Probably a glory hole or something.
I mean, was that in Porky's?
What?
Was it in Porky's or?
Yeah.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Why are you counting your steps?
12 feet. Three, 6.
Obviously, that's the wall
I'm
from
gonna
the
knock
other
on
side.
wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
Like, why do you have to count your steps to know which wall it is? Just walk in the other room, like, yep, that's the wall.
I think he's trying to determine how much space there is between the two rooms. If
Oh.
there would be enough space, like
Okay.
like if it makes sense for there to be that much space.
And then she floats out. Like, why?
like how she's on skates. It's a ghost.
She's like, oh, this is. And then
Wait.
The explanation for it, though.
That's the best part.
Where'd it come from?
From in here.
It was obviously an old woman.
No, it was a ghost. Duh.
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Didn't run.
Yes, it doesn't
It
run.
floated.
It
just
floats.
floats.
Why didn't I see it?
Because you're blind.
You don't believe me.
How can I?
Fuck you.
Well, you ain't getting laid now. You should have said, yeah, I saw it too. Want to go back to my room?
Another door.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. You must be Miss Manning. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up?
Got any cocaine?
Come to my powder room.
I'd like to powder my nose, please.
I'm sure they have.
This
it
is your
like
room.
that.
Depressing, isn't it?
Depressing, isn't
I
it?
doubt if I'll spend much time here. It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did
Bars
you
on the
come?
windows.
He said he'd
Well,
give
of
me
course.
$10,000. Why did he pick you? I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
And you must go.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance,
Trying to get laid,
Mr. Schroeder.
but then he made me mad.
I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
But who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
Being all cryptic and shit.
Bitch, speak up.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
Annabelle Lance.
Boy, she be flirting with everybody.
She is a hoe.
Yeah, I think
You
that
were
was
with
pretty
the young
clear.
girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened.
Why is it that every white
mad at
dude
me,
from
I
the
think I
50s look the
kidded her
same?
about.
They all look
I
exactly
wouldn't joke
alike.
about anything else that happened.
Like, they all have the same hairdos,
Don't tell me
the
you're
same
taking it
stupid
serious.
fucking...
Haircut.
Yeah, that same block jaw.
Aren't you?
Like,
Well,
they all look the
I'd like
same.
to find out what hit me.
I think that there was
That
a
was, just
certain.
that was just the style, man.
But they all look just the same.
Well, I
dude.
think
Like,
that there was
I
a
need
certain
help.
type
Yeah,
of
I can
casting
hire you.
happening. Then, like you could only be cast
Sure, I
in
guess so.
movies back then if you looked that way. You know what I mean?
right.
Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party?
It was just the
This is no
popular
party. He's
kinda-
planning something.
Like they had
husband?
certain looks that you had to have.
Well, the fucking
cast.
doctor looks like he
Big,
could be his
gonna lay
older
out
brother.
50,000.
Yeah.
You know what I
Money
mean?
doesn't mean anything. He
And
has a
Vincent
reason
Price is
for
like,
getting us
he's
all
about,
together.
he's one that's like distinct. Like, he looks different.
What for? He doesn't
In
even
ways.
know us.
That and his
Maybe that's
voice
exactly
and his
why you're
mustache.
here.
It's the mustache.
What can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance, I don't want to join them.
You shouldn't have married him.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please.
Because
be
you're a
careful.
whore.
I
be
think you
jealous
give
too.
him good reason
Yeah.
to be
You're
jealous.
literally macking on a pilot right now. Like, hey, what up, dude? Maybe I could be your next wife.
Poor me. I cheat on my husband and then he gets jealous.
Oh no, run away. It's a shadow.
Oh no!
I was in another man's
It's a
room.
very, like, it's a very exciting room. You know
Annabelle,
what I
you're
mean?
missing
Like,
all the fun.
there's a lot of design in that
Nora
room.
Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men in your...
I already did.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
clever,
There's
Frederick.
something on my mouth.
So I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
But you adore me as much if I were poor. No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. Then your party will really begin.
I'm starting to
I
get the
wonder how
impression that
it'll
those
end.
two are pretty toxic for each other.
I'm starting to get the impression that I envy their relationship. Like the way he pulled her hair.
Yeah, that was pretty hot, right?
She's just like,
I remember
now
why.
I remember why I married
I was
you.
gonna say, now I remember. It wasn't just the money.
Yep.
It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
I met your wife. She wants to bone me.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear.
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it?
It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
Housekeeping.
I think Vincent Price is already eyeballing his next wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god. That head looks awesome.
Head looks like it's been sitting in water for like fucking a week.
I don't understand why women back then would act that way. They would act and then like throw themselves against the doorway. And
Or
then,
not
like,
run downstairs where you know there's
Yeah.
people.
Right.
Like she's going into this random hallway.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go here instead of
Where
where
it's
I need
dark
to
and
go.
creepy. Not downstairs where I know people are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into this hallway that I've never been in and is dark and creepy after having seen it.
Oh, look,
head
another
in my
wall I can
suitcase.
press against.
A decomposing head.
Mhm.
At that.
Uh-oh. Whoop.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
Why you went in there to begin with?
Where's Laura?
What
What's
did
the
we
matter?
talk about making stupid decisions?
Just
Don't want to stay here.
No, because she walks in the room and looks at everybody like it's their fault.
Yeah. You did this.
Yes, the ghost. Here it is.
That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
She's blind,
stay
you know.
Did you get that?
Looks like we have
That's
a real
why
case of hysteria
she
on our hands.
Floats.
I think
floats
it's a
and
little
claws and
Not hysterical.
Yeah.
And she has scabies.
Yeah, because she's blind.
I guess because she's blind.
She's blind.
You don't
know.
understand that? She's blind, you know.
Yes,
Gosh.
she's blind.
Like, I don't know why you have to stand in the middle of a room like this
Yeah.
if you're blind.
You're
like,
blind.
why? Is that a requirement
Or
of
like,
blind
like I
people?
said, why'd she back up earlier? What was the point?
Right. And, like, I don't know, is that a requirement of blind people?
This
Like, once a
is
month they gotta go in their
Max
basement and just...
Yeah. She's like, gotta get her facial expressions out.
It would have been funnier if they would have had her just doing that up against the wall. You know, like the dog looking out the window. The dog looking out the window.
Somebody asked her, like, what are you doing? Looking out the window?
You know what? I feel like nobody's done
May I have
an
your
appropriate
attention, please?
parody of this, and
I
we're
think
throwing
you
out a
all
lot of
see
good
it.
ideas.
Here's another thing that's throwing me off. Why don't she just leave?
$10,000 apiece.
She's like, you gotta get
If
me
any
out.
of you
Just
don't
fucking
survive-
leave. They
Well,
haven't locked the
they
doors.
said that they can't
$10,000
leave.
will be divided among
They
us.
haven't
doors
locked the
are
doors
locked.
yet.
If I
Yeah.
should die,
They said till midnight, and the caretaker should come with us before he kills you.
Just fucking leave.
you will be paid by my estate.
You can leave
When
with
the
the,
door is locked from
caretakers.
the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
Bye, Felicia.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
Now, who gets up there and lights all them candles?
Blind lady.
That's why she floats.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she can get up there and light those
Yeah, she ain't gotta get up on
candles.
no ladder, you know, she can just
Raises right up.
That's
there.
why she has those claw hands. It's very handy for lighting the
Midnight yet? Who
candles.
told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now.
She lit
I
all the
was going
candles
to
out
ask
before
you
she
whether
left.
you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry, my
Yeah,
dear,
you
but
had the
it's
chance
too
to
late
leave.
now.
You didn't have to stay there.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, We will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
They're guns.
This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
We didn't know that.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
That's the point, Pritchard.
Doctor? Lance? Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone
It's
else
pretty
is going to walk around
convincing,
in
man.
total darkness.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Blind or
we're
not,
all
man.
running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Find out she's blind, I walked up and slapped her. There's no reason for you to be like all creepy and shit.
You said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Her face went from like sweet and innocent to
I'm a
insane
psycho-ass
crazy.
bitch.
Yeah, like in like 0 seconds.
Darling, I really don't need this.
I don't know why he would give him guns anyway.
He wants somebody to get killed.
I do love that they come in little coffins, though.
They did that in the remake
Yeah.
too.
Just go look in my...
But you know, for some reason, I always thought that it wasn't guns in the first one, but it was in the remake.
Right.
For some reason, like, but like the first time that I
But it
rewatched
was in there.
the first one, I
A
thought
woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
Good lord, calm down.
She lost her edge.
Give that bitch some weed.
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
She'd
Give her
probably
some
still be
Midol.
freaking out. It would just be slower. Just leave.
There'll be a million people around her. But if they wanted her, they'd get her.
Man, he's such a killjoy in both movies.
He is, too. Chris Kattan, dude, he was over the top.
I don't give a fuck. He was loved him.
I don't know. You
I loved
loved
him
him so much in that movie. I was like, how annoying
I
is he?
loved it. My favorite fucking part in that movie too
You
is
think there
when
really was?
he smashes that fucking scotch, and he's like, now does somebody else ask a question or whatever? He's like, well, where does that leave us? Chris Kattan, out of scotch, ass.
Just call it.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
Believing in ghosts.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
Believing in ghost stories. You're in one.
I think Vincent Price is like my favorite character in this.
Oh, for sure.
And he's not a great person either.
Well, so I'm gonna go with him and his wife. His wife is a pretty convincing bitch. Like,
this is true. But no, I think it's just him for me. Like
I like
he is,
both. Honestly, I like both of their characters in this movie.
Well, I like
I
her.
don't know.
I like her.
I like the doctor.
The Doctor.
No, I don't know. I'm enjoying the hell out of him. Just his interactions with all of them is just killing me.
I just like the doctor. Oh, I don't think it gotta work as a ghost.
Well, he's like, you quit scaring her or whatever, and Vincent Price is like, oh, yeah, okay, sure, yeah, I'll stop doing that.
Is that the head?
Of course it is. It's the other head. We already found the one. It's in a suitcase somewhere. Man, he just grab a head out of a
Grabs
closet.
it too, dude.
I have evidence.
Nora, I found the other head.
I think it's the same head.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
The one that was in that box.
What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Flops it down
That's a bloody
on the table,
head.
like,
Do we have no manners, sir?
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh!
oh my god.
Been funny if they pan back to that head and it was smiling or something.
Nora.
No. Oh no.
Lay her down.
That rope is not even tight enough to be
Nah,
holding
there's
her
so much
body.
slack.
There's so much slack in it.
Nora?
She's dead, Mr. Lauren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Nah. Definitely not suicide.
Nothing about that is convincing.
No.
Suicide. It's
Well,
the worst acting he's ever done.
Yeah.
One, where was the
Suicide.
chair that she would have been standing on? That she
Yeah,
would have
someone
kicked
would
up.
have had to have tied it around her neck.
One, the
Looped
rope
it over
was way
something.
down to the.
And his automatic consensus is she killed herself. Suicide. No, man.
Oh.
Come on, man.
And even like,
And he's
like,
a doctor.
too much slack.
Yeah.
Like you could see it like that. Like
Just stay with somebody. Stop running off to by yourself, you dumb bitch.
Just stay put. Lay down, dude. Go to sleep.
Especially her, like,
Put me in that room.
people keep doing shit
And then
to
he
me
went
in this
away and left
house.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
How?
Lauren said she committed suicide.
I have my
I think
doubts.
somebody killed her.
Him.
I don't think that's gonna help. There's bars.
Just stay in the room with her all night.
They have adjoining rooms. That's handy.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's all have a meeting.
That guy's got
Discuss
the
what to do.
worst acting in this.
The living room?
The doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a minute.
You think that's why they gave him like the least amount of lines? Like,
Yeah,
in the
he's
very
like, he
beginning,
just
he's
comes in and like he's reading off the cue cards. Like,
he's like in the very first scene when he had a line, it was no.
yeah, no.
Everybody else had like 3 sentences.
Downstairs.
No.
Now you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can.
Just stay here. Watch some Dick Van Dyke and sit the fuck down.
If you have to, you use it.
You know, a secret knock.
He's gonna make bird noises outside the door.
I think we concur that caw, tookie,
Tookie,
does not work.
Caw, tookie.
Put some funk into that.
Can you get down? Because you are embarrassing me.
Caw, tookie did not work. That's good shit.
It's the second time we've quoted that movie watching this.
I love that movie. I'm sorry, but I love it.
You don't have to apologize. That movie's great.
So greedy.
Previous to Head and Shoulders.
So cold.
Secret ingredient.
She's breathing.
You can see her eyeballs.
Fucking creepy.
What are you doing in here? Wait. Don't wait. What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Done pissed off Vincent Price.
Still to this day, my favorite movie of his is Last Man on Earth. He was so good in that movie. I love that movie. Of all of the like iterations of that book, like I Am Legend, that's the best one. The one
I ain't
that
seen
they
it
did.
in a real long time.
That's the best one.
I think I bought it at the dollar store for like $1 or something
Yeah.
on DVD years and years ago.
That's still my favorite movie. of his to this
What's her
day.
name? Nora.
Was he in the remake?
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Who, Vincent Price? He died way before
Mr. Locke.
that.
What did he?
It was not too
Isn't
long
there
after
some way
Edward
we can get
Scissorhands.
out?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
but
he
During
died right
Edward,
after
it was
Edward
during
Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
I
None
couldn't
at all.
remember.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget,
You know, him being the owner, you would think he'd have keys to
but I am
get the fuck
afraid.
out of there.
When we came here a few hours
I
ago,
think
the
it,
only thing we had in common was
was
a
part of the
$10,000
agreement not
budget.
to. Like it ups the stakes.
Now, however, we share something else.
Probably had to give up his keys.
Death of Mrs.
Would be my
Locke.
guess.
So far
With
tonight,
him being the fucking guy that knows
one of us was
everything, you
almost
would think
killed
he'd
by a
just
falling
still
chandelier.
just
Yeah, have
set
like a
key
spare.
just in case.
Yeah.
one of us
I'm
was
just saying-
mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours?
Go to sleep. I mean, go to sleep.
Strap everybody down to the
I'm in
fucking beds.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
Pritchard.
Fucking guy.
Let me ask you a
Telling
question.
you, I like Pritchard.
Yeah, I like him
You
too,
were
but
to
it just,
see my
He
wife.
cracks
his
me up,
fucking
man.
delivery.
Did you also see anything? that
That's
you
what I
could
like
climb
about
up
him.
And then jump.
No.
That's enough time.
Time enough.
Did any-
Like, no concern or
No.
anything.
Yeah.
No.
All of us are going to die within the next 6 hours.
No,
so-
well, he's made peace with it, man. Like,
Yeah, like, that's time
Exactly.
enough.
Time enough.
How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have
no,
dropped.
he's definitely my
Seen-
favorite just because of that. He's like,
Do you think
all
your
right,
wife
all
will
right.
also-
Fuck it.
That's what's happening.
No.
That's what I liked
She
about
was mad.
Chris Kattan too. Like, I
By
mean,
one of you.
It is what it is.
I'm just
We're
gonna
out
get
of scotch, though.
I'm gonna just get fucking drunk, and that's what's gonna
Or you,
happen.
Mr. Lauren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
Yeah, you
What
crazy
husband
son
hasn't
of a
at
bitch.
some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to
I've
do it
never
in such a
wanted to
way
kill
so
you.
that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool.
Just throwing that
to hang
out
my wife
there. I have no
steaming
reason.
by a rope.
Might want to throw a remote at you.
You
every now
or
and
one
then,
of
but,
us
you know.
murdered Mrs. Lauren.
Hell no.
And that's a matter for the police.
And things
So
ain't
how do we
cheap.
get the police?
That's my point.
Oh,
We
thanks.
can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
Maybe a dead
Once
battery
Richard
every
may be
now
right.
and then.
Another murder's the worst. Let's
Start
stop it.
saving up
Another
batteries.
Why not? Maybe one of the soft.
Thanks.
Oh, we got a dead battery. I'll
Why
just
should
save
even
this
a
for
millionaire
later.
want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts? Have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor?
No. See, there he is with that
Guilty
line
of
delivery.
murder?
again.
No, this
No.
isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Lauren. We know that. One of us is guilty, and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now, what we have to do
Okay.
is the next
See, the weird thing about this is like the
Anytime
Like-
they have a
Really?
one
I don't think anything.
like line delivery,
I'm
it always
just going to
sounds
my
so
room.
overemphasized, or
And
is
if
it
anybody
just
comes in,
me?
I'll shoot him.
And you say, no.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room, and the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
Yeah, I have a note
All
about
agreed?
I wish
What if
this
you gotta
night
use the
were
bathroom?
over.
that. You
Piss
better
on the
pee in
floor.
a. Well, they had those like little things in their rooms, those like urn things that you can like wash up with. You know, people would put water in it.
Oh, most of them are guys. They could just open up a window and pee out the bars.
I'll just be on the floor.
Yeah, it's not your house, right?
Right? Ain't my fucking house.
Why does this room smell like piss?
Excuse me.
That's what I said. Like, you got 6 hours. It's already after midnight. I mean,
You're all
if it's 6
walking
hours,
all
that means it's
slow.
2 a.m. Just go to bed. Go lay down and go to. Like,
What's
if I was there, I'd be
another
like,
character
I'm just gonna
Mrs.
go hit the sack for the
Huh?
night,
Another
guys.
character off of Miss White.
Ms. White.
That's the old lady.
If anybody
use of
dies
saying
while I'm
good
sleeping,
night?
though,
Miss
don't
Peacock.
wake me up.
Miss Peacock. No, that's the other one.
Mrs. White was the.
Richard's the only one.
That's Mrs. White. Yeah,
No,
that's
Mrs. White.
'cause he was
Mrs.
drunk.
Peacock was the old lady. Mrs. White was the maid.
Nah, that's Mrs.
Night.
White.
Okay.
Colonel Mustard is definitely Vincent Price, though.
Yeah. And then you got Dr. Plume, and then Plume. I want to say Plume.
Plume.
He's Plume. Professor.
Professor
It's
Plume.
Professor, isn't it?
Professor.
It's
yeah.
Professor. With the candlestick.
With that very manly
Do we
mustache.
have that maybe in the box too, Clue?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, we should. We should.
You say that about a lot of movies, though.
But we should have them.
No, they're remaking it.
Yeah, they
Why?
Ryan Reynolds is behind it.
are. That should be good.
It's gonna be an R-rated Clue movie.
I'm good with
An
this.
R-rated Clue movie?
R-rated.
I'd be
I
good
could be.
with
I
this,
could
though.
get behind that.
At least that was the plan.
Okay.
From one guy who said that gun's not gonna work against ghosts.
Yeah,
Here he
no
is,
shit.
sitting in his chair with a gun.
Maybe he ain't using it for the ghost. Somebody tries to creep into his room.
Maybe he's just gonna sit there with the gun, and then like if they roll in on him, he just.
Doc's like, fuck it. I might just go ahead and get ready to go sleep.
I'm gonna write my memoirs. It'd be lovely to have a digital device that
The
could do
pilot
this for
owes
take some
me
notes
for
down.
the bandages $3,000. He's writing up IOUs for what people owe him for
Now,
his.
he's writing down a thing for a an award.
Speech.
A Nobel Peace Prize.
A Nobel Award.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Acceptance speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, for his acceptance speech.
He's taking this as an experiment so he can start writing down things, what's going on.
How to be a better actor. Just say no.
No.
Emphasize the shit out of it.
No.
No.
I'm just gonna wring my hands.
Oh no, more blood.
Oh no, I've been marked again. I'm dead.
That is so dumb.
I bet back then it was scary as shit. Blood on her hand.
What? No, blood is disgusting.
You know, here's my thing. If all this shit's going on, why not all of you guys just stay in one room and stay the fuck awake till 8 in the morning then leave?
Or just all go to your rooms, lock the doors, and go to sleep.
They've all gone to their rooms.
Yeah, but there's
2
gonna be-
a.m. I'm ready for bed, dude. I'm not up for a murder mystery at 2 a.m. I'm like, dude, I'm like 38 years old. I'm ready for bed, man. I am.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I know everybody's.
I'm going with you.
It's time to fucking leave.
If he finds out you're
fuck
alive,
out, then we'll go to bed.
That's what I was gonna really say. Like,
you're
if
safer
you
here
wouldn't
than
sleep in that
anyplace
situation,
else.
you'd be worried about
Just
people
lock
like trying to kill you.
True. Then just stay in your room and go to just stay awake. And
I don't know. I think
somebody
Eric's
comes
got a good
knocking,
idea.
I'm
You
like,
stay in
nope.
the same room.
I'd be like Eddie Murphy.
Stay
Who is
together.
it?
I'm just saying, everybody just stay the fuck together and
And then that way nobody can go anywhere. And no, you get a pee, you can go pee in the corner. I don't care.
See that smirk she just gave him as he was leaving? That's that I'm gonna fuck that guy smirk. You know what I mean? Like,
Look at that ass.
look at that ass.
and like him leaving, just no, dude, stay the fuck there.
It's that whole let's
This
split
is
up,
how-
gang.
This is how you motherfuckers die in movies. Y'all
Too
split
curious.
up and you fucking die.
Yeah, too curious.
That's why they call him Whiskers.
They call me Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Why? I'm curious like a cat. Hi. God damn it.
You're welcome.
You know what another
That's
good
twice I
movie
almost
is?
made
You know what
pee
another
your
good
pants.
movie is that we don't have in the box?
What's that?
Monkey Bone.
That's a good one too, yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah. That was Yep. Yeah.
That's not advisable.
Just stand there.
Yeah.
And let it happen.
I mean, it's going really slow. You could have
Yeah.
gotten out of your shoes by
Stand
3
there and let it
times.
happen.
Corporate Romano.
Oh my god. I should buy a boat.
You guys want some cookies? It's your fault I died. Now I'm gonna
Come with us.
So everybody's locked in. And all the just I don't even know.
Uh-huh.
Like how did she get out there? How's she floating? Explain these things to me.
She's a vampire now.
So she's gonna be a nice ghost?
She's
Like,
a ghost.
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna be
I
nice
don't
to you.
understand the point of that.
It's a warning. Leave, Nora. Find a way to
Wouldn't
leave, or
even
you're
have to
gonna
fucking
die.
I
Slide
like
the
you,
rope
Nora.
through the window and let it do its thing, and then slowly undo it. You could have just showed up at the fucking window and been like, "Boo!"
There she is, hanging though. Explain me how they pulled that off. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, there's a hand.
Why is it?
Why is he so hairy and
why
creepy
is
looking?
that? Why is it gorilla? Is it a gorilla?
I don't know.
Why is there a gorilla in
I
the
have
house?
no idea why that hand is.
I don't
what it
remember there
is.
being a gorilla in any of the
Much
lore.
like, 'cause we can't say nothing because we've seen the whole movie, but I
No,
don't
but
understand that hand.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There was no gorilla in the lore when he was talking about the house. When he was telling about like the background
Or a monster, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, there
that
was
is.
there was none of that. There was no there wasn't even there was no hairy guy story. Like there is nothing to get.
It's a
Bigfoot,
It's a
nothing.
werebear.
A werebear. That's gonna start playing. Oh man!
Every movie that's got a piano.
Run, Nora, run!
Run, bitch, run!
He gonna kill you!
Don't forget to scream.
Right.
Let them know where you're going in the house.
You think she got any more movie roles after this?
Oh.
I'm going to go
Pretty
no.
sure she did.
I'm going to say no.
Jesus.
One of your anal beads?
It's a little deformed.
Yeah. Are you looking her up?
Nora.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she did. I think she had a couple other
Admission of
roles.
guilt, Doctor?
Certainly
She was
not.
only 36 when she
There's either
died.
somebody else in this
Really?
house.
Don't you feel bad now?
1970.
Did you hear anything?
Wow. So she died 11 years after this movie was made. That's
Organ
terrible.
music?
She
That.
was young in this movie.
Someone
though, in her
walking.
20s. Early 20s.
Got your...
Ready? You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life.
She shot
Why
herself.
waste time?
Oh my god, really? Is it because she didn't get any more movie roles?
That's a
It's
downer.
possibility. I mean,
Well, let's see here.
She's not the worst actress in the movie.
She only did 2 more after this, and I think one of them was a
Softcore porn.
TV show. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I was sitting here thinking that she did another one where she did like that scream.
Hell, that probably
That's why
might
he
even,
was
that
thinking of
might
the
even be her
softcore porn.
scream, to be honest with you. That could be a fucking
Yeah, it could be an
audio.
Yeah.
Whatever they call
clip
those.
or whatever, you know.
Yeah, because I'm just so used to seeing. I'm sure I've
It's
seen
almost
that.
over.
Like the
scream.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Every detail was perfect.
Oh shit! That bitch is alive.
Yeah.
I fucking told you.
Somebody did a
What's happening?
minute and 15-second
We've done
video of her super pedal
Perfect
screaming
crime.
every time she screams.
Has she killed him?
Not yet. But she will.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way
Another
to the cellar.
detail they kept in
So
the
scared she'll shoot the first thing.
remake.
And Frederick?
That it was her
On
and
his way to
the
the cellar, too.
doctor.
Yeah, no, that's the shitty part. Is like they
David,
give
are you
the
sure
like
none
if
of
you've
them
seen
were
the original,
Of what?
you know what happens in the
Hysterical girl
remake and all
accidentally
that.
It had been so long since
Who was
I'd seen the
suspected we planned it
original
that way that
that
we drove
I
it
didn't
to her.
remember that when
I
I
didn't
watched
see the
remake.
original first, but
Just a ghost party
I'd seen
gag.
the remake
We'll
first.
claim it was a dummy.
I'd seen the
since
original
touched it.
first,
And the caretakers?
but it had been so
They had no
long.
idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we've planned is working.
At least in the remake, there were actual
Nora is
ghosts.
sure Frederick
Like,
murdered
Yeah.
they were like,
She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me.
Oh, you
Now
just gave
Nora's
it all
almost out of
away,
her mind with fear.
well, they've seen it,
Heads,
haven't
the
they?
music, you're hanging. I
Well,
tell you when
whatever.
Frederick walks in.
Like we've literally talked
Take
about
them
this.
Spoiler
all the
alert.
time.
David, you ought to be there.
Oh, I don't need to watch it no more.
What a dick.
My bad.
Oh
He ain't
shit!
even paying attention. See, look, he just realized that they were lovers. He's like, oh shit,
I
we're
had a
making
feeling
out.
It was some
Come down to the cellar.
shtick.
Well, but even can't exactly say that.
What, in this one? Or the next one?
No, in this one.
Oh. Shoot at the door. Shoot the door. You want to shoot the door.
Well, which one?
All of them. Shoot all the doors.
Another door. I like how it just dims. It doesn't go out. Like, what are you scared of? There's still light. We didn't see that coming.
Da-da-da.
Door slam. Oh no. Who's that?
Someone's coming down the steps.
No.
It's a guy.
It's your lover. Oh, it's Vincent Price.
She wishes
Looks like
it was
a
her
bunch of
lover.
Cardboard boxes.
Huh?
It looked like there was like a couple cardboard boxes.
Oh!
At my heart.
Stairs there.
You broke
I see
it.
him coming down or whatever. I'm like, that motherfucker's gonna trip and fall.
Didn't see that scream coming.
Right.
Oh,
Calm down,
they're
Nora.
screaming.
What? She's upset. She just shot a guy. Just like they had planned.
Push him in the acid. There you go.
Like, I think that's what he was planning to do. He was turning the crank. Man, I like Vincent Price in this movie too. He's definitely my favorite character.
I knew it.
And they use him as top billing, you know, like he's gonna make it to the end.
I knew it. It was Dr. Plume in the basement.
Colonel Mustard?
Well, they already gave that away. You know who the bad guys are now.
I knew. I said it was Dr. Plume.
I love that she's alive now and just wandering through the
Yeah,
house.
like she already knows that what's happened, that it's all good.
What is she wearing
Oh, whoa,
exactly?
is she naked?
Oh, no.
Is she naked under that thing?
She ain't naked, but like she's wearing some like skin tight clothing.
It's a very fetching outfit.
David?
I don't know. I kind of like her hair. It looks like some kind of
David?
weird mullet. I seen it earlier. And I'm like, she's got a weird mullet.
I was thinking I hated her hair for that reason earlier.
It is like a weird mullet.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like the 50s version of the mullet. The 50s invented the mullet before the 80s did. That was the trial run.
The trial run.
It's pretty funny.
She's back in the 50s like, I invented the mullet.
We see the floating heads.
Oh shit. Let's get the hell out of here. Or you should get the hell out of here. Oh no, the door's locked.
You come with me.
Come with me if you want to live or die. Well, die, actually.
This shit is so fucking cheesy, man.
This was amazing back in the day. You know how scary this would have
She's
been?
not even screaming.
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life.
You can see the wires.
Yeah.
The skeleton's
To hold
talking
it
to
all
that.
together.
He's
Come with
talking.
me, murderess. Come with me.
Oh.
There's a scream.
Well, yeah, touched her. That scream too.
Shut up.
I like how she stumbles, but she continues to
fucking
go
wires
backwards.
on it,
Drop kick. Drop kick.
Push that bitch in.
Slight push. No, I was hoping for a drop kick. You imagine
That would have been amazing.
that if the skeleton would have drop kicked her, oh man, I would have been so much better.
Hiya!
And that sounding effect.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like Liu Kane's flying kick.
yeah.
I like how they reveal the strings like that's the first time we've seen them.
Yeah, right. Or like she wouldn't have seen them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh man.
He's like, yes. Yes.
I got away with it all.
And now you know why I paid everybody $10,000 to get rid of your ass.
Good night, Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect.
No, it wasn't.
Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not.
I'd say that's far from
Pity you
perfect.
didn't know when you started your game of murder. that I was playing too.
Ooh.
I fucking love Vincent Price.
That is such an amazing line.
It's so bad, but it's so good
Mic
at the
drop
same time.
moment.
Yeah, it's so bad, but it's so good.
Lan, I've
That's
shot
what
Mr.
makes
Law
it
and he's
good.
done for my
Like,
True,
it's
yeah,
amazing.
I know.
I don't think so.
Nah, what would have been better if he was
He's
like
alive.
sitting somewhere like cross-legged with a cigarette, you know, like just chilling.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed.
You don't say.
They
Trent tried to
failed.
throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
What say you, Pritchard?
Or you can take this $10,000 a piece and shut the fuck up.
So what happened to the doctor? That's my question.
He pushed him in the vat.
He
too.
pushed him in the
No,
vat
they're not.
because the doctor was going to push him in.
There'll be more, many more.
Are you not paying attention?
No, I was.
Oh no, he's too busy drinking, having fun. Like all that screaming though, it's giving me flashbacks from home though.
And they'll come for you.
Ooh, What? The
Is
end.
it the end?
The end. Oh boy.
Dr. David Trent is wow.
That was
That was something.
that was alright.
That was a movie.
The skeleton isn't skeleton by himself. I never noticed that before. He was a big boy. He did his own acting.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that concludes House on Haunted Hill from 1959.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys had fun watching it or not, but we did. We had fun.
I had a good time.
And we're going to continue to drink for our 100th episode after we're done with the episode because that's what we do.
What did you two think of the movie? Since it was your first watch, I'm interested.
I enjoyed it.
Me.
I mean, for what it is, I mean, it's early horror.
Think about it,
so-
like that was 1959. It's the first time you've seen that any kind of twist like that.
Yeah. I mean,
that would have been the first time people saw
as
like
far,
that
yeah.
kind of espionage kind of thing happening. So
as far as
you
the
gotta give
twist
it credit
goes,
for
goes
certain
in the
things
movie,
like that.
as like the mystery and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I would have to give it to that. As far as like if I was sitting there watching the movie to myself, I wouldn't get into the movie because like how outdated the movie is.
Yeah.
But as far as like the twist and like thinking about all that and sitting here watching it with you guys, that gives it better experience for me. So I would sit here and rate it probably like a 6.5, 7.
Okay. That's not a bad score, really.
Mm.
For its age and everything and that. What about you, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Honestly,
Like,
we
early
pick
horror,
on it
I
and make fun of it, but it's good for its whole
what
Yes.
it is,
yeah.
and what
For
they
what
were
it is.
trying to accomplish
Yeah.
at the time. So I'd probably go about what Eric said,
6.5 or 7. I agree. Like I don't know what we gave it originally. I don't even. Were we even rating movies with the first episode? So I don't know what we went on that. Like I probably would have given it a 7 or something. Probably.
I can find the receipts.
We don't need these anymore.
Yeah, we're not watching the.
Yeah, we're done with the movie. Oh.
You gave it a 6.5.
6.5. So yeah, I'm on par with you guys. Really.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 7.
A 7. Okay. So yeah. You want to go? Did you want to go over some of them old notes that you had?
Now that we've actually went through
Yeah.
the movie.
Well, all I was gonna say was, when the doctor says only the guilty will leave their room, and then every character proceeds to leave their
fucking room.
rooms.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, like I've had like 7 ghosts, 4 men, 3 women, just stuff that I thought I needed to remember because it was the first episode, so I didn't really take notes like I do now. Then add, like of course they're gonna split up. Then I just had all the trivia for it, which we talked about some of that already.
If you guys want to know about all that, just go back and watch our first episode, or not. Sorry, not watch because we weren't doing audio. Or we were only doing audio back then.
Just listen.
Yeah, just listen to it.
Yep.
Did you guys discuss the weird, out of place arm?
I don't know if I did. Honestly, I kind of forgot about it because
that.
it's so dumb and
Yeah,
it's
it's
exactly
like
what it's
way
completely out of
Yeah, like where, like King Kong just shows up out of nowhere,
It's this
like
weird, hairy, scary, like
zombie
monster-looking arm.
gorilla arm.
Yeah,
That's all it was.
And then
it's
later
almost like
she
a werewolf
blames
arm or something.
Yeah, later she blames Vincent Price, and it's like, I don't think he looks like.
Just look at his arm. How hairy is it? Like,
no, who? Like that's another thing. Like when you think back and it said, we talked about there was like that twist where there's no supernatural in this. There's certain things that aren't explained by that plot twist.
Well, I think everything was put in place by the wife and the doctor to make the woman go lose a little bit of her insanity.
It was.
Obviously,
It was. It's just there's always that like. All the murders that had taken prior and the Pritchard thing, like so.
Well, how about the fact that she was like floating outside the window and then she ran away from the window and there she was hanging. Like, how did that bitch?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There?
Like, where that definitely had to be part of their like plot twist, but how did they do it? But like, I don't know if their end game is to like make you wonder how much of it was supernatural and how much of it was like their part of their plot, or if you're just supposed to go, it was all them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I don't. That's the one part of this that I'm kind of like lost on, I guess, a little bit.
Well, no way.
It's never
to explain
really been
it out.
clear to me.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much the end of our episode.
Yeah.
But tell you what, though, next week we have a big task ahead of us because we are going to watch the original Little Shop of Horrors and the remake of the Little Shop of Horrors, the musical, and that'll be interesting. I've only seen the original once. I've seen the remake 100 fucking times.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my. It might be my favorite musical of all time.
Never seen the original, and I only have seen the remake. It was at the beginning of our relationship, I think, because you made me watch it.
Yes, sir.
I've only watched the original or the
one.
remake maybe fully once or maybe twice, and that's because Karen's made me watch it.
Yeah.
And
there's a common theme happening.
The original I have not watched.
It's twice now in the same conversation because Karen made me watch it.
We are going to watch that, or we're doing it next week. Not this coming week, but next week.
So the 23rd?
Yeah.
It'll be that day.
Yeah.
Which hopefully, if I'm working over, I'll be here on time. It's just I'll be rushing.
Huh?
I won't be on.
I think Madison's going to be here for that one. I think. Yeah. Unless he's working over, then you might have to be here.
Well, if I'm working over, I'll still be here. It's just I'll be
tired.
Yeah.
I don't want him tired, Eric. I want.
If you ever need me to fill in, dude, just tell me.
Jeremiah is ready to join the podcast full time.
I know.
He's like just counting the days down for Madison to go to the Navy so he can take her fucking place. Like, when's this bitch leaving?
We need a calendar back.
Yeah, like this many days.
Last day. Whatever, you see me
Just behind her, like just marking them off. Like, all right, Madison, there's another week down. All right, so as usual, we will be back next week, but we're gonna do a double feature, and it'll be 101
episode
pod.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be our almost starting a new season, kind of. Only the same old shit. It's kind of like the difference between Friends season 1 and Friends season 2.
I've never seen it.
I don't know if we should call
I
it
don't
a
know the
pod
difference.
or if we should call it an episode. Cause
I call them pods. That's just what I call them.
Maybe we can call them Peds.
Peds. Well, I call them pods because they're podcasts. So, but anyway, thank you so much. Like I said, man, we appreciate every one of you, and thank you so much for sticking around and being here for us for this, and being here and just supporting us. Alec, dude, special shout out, and I'm pretty sure these guys especially should be.
Oh yeah, we're very
thanking
happy
you
for you, man.
Because you're the guy. So for anybody else who doesn't know, Eric, Karen, and Jeremiah came here with the intention to drink with me for the podcast and everything. And Alec is the one who gave them the ride. So they, obviously, because we don't drink and drive.
Yeah. So
he's their DD for the night.
He's our superhero today.
Yeah, which is awesome. Thank you, Alec. You're awesome.
He's been our superhero for the podcast ever since we started. And
yeah, 100%. He's always supported us,
especially today.
Yeah,
so
always supported us. All right. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a wonderful week, and we'll see you for our 101.
Yes.
Cheers.
Right. Yeah. Cheers.
Bye.
I'm out of drink. Bye. Bye.